Mr. President, we would also like to respond to the surprising, shallow, and ill-informed remarks made by Switzerland, a close friend and partner. As it holds the UNHRC presidency, it is all the more important for Switzerland to avoid wasting the Council's time with narratives that are blatantly false and do not do justice to the reality of India. Instead, it should focus on its own challenges, such as racism, systematic discrimination, and xenophobia. As the world's largest, most diverse, and vibrant democracy, with a civilizational embrace of pluralism, India remains ready to help Switzerland address these concerns. I thank you.
For over 300 years, the West has dominated the world, economically, militarily, culturally. But something is shifting, and at the heart of this shift stands India, not quietly, but confident. Let me explain to you why an assertive India might just mark the end of Western hegemony. This isn't about war. This isn't about replacing one empire with another. It's about rewriting the rules of global power rules written by the West for centuries. And India might be the one holding the pen. The return of a civilization. India is not just a rising economy, it's a 5,000-year-old civilization rediscovering its voice. For decades, it was expected to copy Western models, Western democracy, Western capitalism, Western culture. But today, India speaks with its own confidence. It says, "We will do business with the West, yes, but we will also buy oil from Russia. We will join the Quad with the US, yes, but we will also sit at the same table with China in BRICS." This is not fence-sitting. This is strategy, civilizational strategy, shifting economic gravity. By 2030, India will be the world's third largest economy. And here's the catch. Its 500 million strong middle class will reshape what the world produces, eats, wears, and consumes. For the first time in centuries, global economic gravity is moving away from the West toward the East. And India is at the center of it. The military balance. An assertive India is not a passive India. It is building its own fighter jets, its own aircraft carriers, its own nuclear submarines. The Indian Ocean, once patrolled almost exclusively by Western navies, is now being watched by India's rapidly expanding navy. This matters because whoever controls the Indian Ocean controls much of the world's trade. The diplomatic wildcard. Western nations are used to countries taking sides, but India refuses.
Somewhere Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems. But the world's problems are not Europe's problems. That if it is you, it's yours. If it is me, it's ours.
It won't condemn Russia just to please Washington. It won't block ties with the US just to please Moscow or Beijing. It is leading a new kind of diplomacy, one that gives the global South a voice. And this scares the West because suddenly their monopoly on deciding what is right or wrong, who is a hero or villain, is crumbling. Soft power and culture. Hollywood used to define global culture, but now Bollywood and Indian music cross borders like never before. Yoga, Ayurveda, Indian food, they are part of global lifestyle trends. Add to this a tech-savvy 1.4 billion population and a 35 million strong diaspora influencing politics in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and suddenly, Western cultural dominance is no longer guaranteed. The New World Order. Western hegemony relies on others staying dependent, but an assertive India is showing the world another path, a path of independence, multi-alignment, and self-respect. And if more countries follow India's lead, we may not live in a world ruled by the West or by China, but in a world that is truly multipolar. This isn't about ending the West. It's about ending Western monopoly on power. And perhaps, just perhaps, an assertive India is the beginning of a world where no single nation or bloc gets to tell everyone else what to do. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button. It helps this channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon, because every Sunday at 6 a.m., a brand new episode drops sharp, bold, and unfiltered. Because the world is changing, and you deserve to know exactly how.